Hi, my name is David Clemes, and thanks for coming back again to Down the Line, a series of presentations to help small and rural churches get themselves online. And this week we're going to do graphics displays. So we've been talking about the four components for broadcasting. The first was audio. Now we're going to be talking about graphics. And next we're going to be talking about video. And finally we'll talk about the broadcasting system itself, how we tie the audio and the visual and the graphics together in one neat knot so that we can send it out. A lot of you now are probably using some kind of graphics display. What I've normally seen in a lot of churches now is a projector connected to a laptop or a computer, and then a screen on which the graphics are displayed. Now, the graphics can be an important and integral part of any worship service. But particularly this is true for any of the text information that you want to give to the people that are in the congregation. For example, music lyrics. And that's been a great boon for a lot of churches, is to have the lyrics right up there on the screen. The second would be where we want interaction from the congregation, like in shared prayer, opening remarks, or some other form of participation and celebration of the worship. Graphics can also be very good in terms of being able to segment and show the different aspects of your service. For example, the welcoming word, the opening prayer, the sermon, the benediction and closing, and of course the hymns and all of the other parts that come in. And so a lot of churches have been using the graphics to create a small page which says what's coming next. And that's very helpful. And that's going to be very helpful when we talk about going online. Because what we want to do is we want to hook up that graphics display to be seen in the broadcast. Because not only is it important for the people in your sanctuary, it's going to be even more important to the people that are watching you online, so they know what's coming next, or they have access to the lyrics that you want to sing, or the prayers that you want to have interactions with. And so it's very helpful, almost something you need to do in order to broadcast properly. Now, when we talk about graphics, there are a lot of ways that we can create these graphics in a way that will be both readable in the congregation as well as readable online. And we're going to spend a whole separate area talking about how we develop our graphics. But if you don't use graphics now in your church and you're considering going online, I would highly recommend that we want to add graphics to your list of things you're going to need. Now, I talked about graphics in the sense of having a projector hooked to a computer and then showing it on a screen. The other way that it can be done, and something that's really important here, is you're going to have to check ambient light that is in your sanctuary. So if the ambient light is such that when you're projecting with a projector, things get washed out or they get hard to read, then you have an ambient light issue which needs to be addressed. The problem with projectors is it's really a physics issue, which is the further the projector is away from the screen, the less and less light gets to the screen to be able to project what you want to project. And that can be interfered with by any extra light that's coming into your sanctuary. Another alternative for looking at how we could do this and not have to worry about this whiting out of what you want to show is to use flat screen TVs. And we've successfully installed 65-inch and up standard televisions that we could hang on the wall, and they are large enough for your congregation to actually read the lyrics. And we'll show you some examples of that when we get down to the specific types of equipment that we want to be using. So graphics is a really important thing to consider as part of your kit for broadcasting. Now, if you have any questions about what we have talked about here, don't forget to go down below and check in on the comments area where you can write comments back to me. And if you have any questions, I'll certainly take a chance to reply to them for you. You can also click on the subscribe button and you will always get a notification about any upcoming videos that we'll be doing, including this series on the 4 components. Also, if you like us, that would be really great. It's going to help me to know whether I'm going in the right direction with these videos. And or if you have some comments about things you'd like to see, again, put them in the comments page. So thanks very much for being with us. I'm David Clemes, and come back again to Down the Line.